What's up everybody, Frozen Titan here, back again, playing some Wild Hearthstone. Today we're going to take a look at the Quest Mage that's been all over the ladder recently. Haven't really gotten into it too much, but wanted to show it off today. Kind of learn from the deck by playing it, understand its weaknesses, and yeah, know how to play a little bit better around it on the ladder. In terms of what we're looking for in our mulligan, we're kind of looking for the Book of Specters, the Licensed Adventurer, the Questing Explorer. Those are kind of the main things, as well as maybe a Star Scryer. So we don't get offered any of those. Sometimes it's okay to keep the Apprentice, but I'd like to see the draw here. Been facing off like 5 Warriors in a row right now, so haven't been going too great with the Warriors. So let's see how this one goes. Just faced an odd Warrior, and that matchup was an absolute nightmare. So hopefully it's not another one. It's not another one. We didn't see the Baku, but probably something more like a Bomb Warrior this time. All right, the Pirate Warrior. The only one I didn't name. So Pirate Warrior is a little different. We kind of have to get our Flamewaker combo online as soon as possible. You saw we lost kind of a good piece of that there with the magic trick. But we do have the Adventurer next turn, and then kind of on 5, we can start to play our coins, start to play our Ray of Frost, and start to go off pretty well. Yeah, so we've already lost 8 health here, so we could get down the Adventurer and the Violet Spellwing. Just so you know, some decks play differences here. Some play 2 Spellwings, some play what I'm playing, which is 1 Spellwing and a Banana Buffoon. I like the flexibility of having both types of minions in there. The Buffoon has, really found me some extra damage on the Giants that I've needed in the past. And I haven't gotten too much value out of the Arcane Missiles to seek out kind of having 2 of them. Alright, so we gotta start to kind of go off here, otherwise we'll just be dead. So let's get the Flamewaker down, coin out our Apprentice, and let's keep going. So we kind of want to target with these Ray of Frosts the things that we definitely want killed, getting them down into the 1 mana space. So that's why we target the Ship's Cannon as well as the 3/3 back there. Put down the missiles as well. And that should be a full clear. Yep, so we got it. So we no need to waste the extra coin here. We have pretty much fully run out of tempo though, so if he were to Corsair cash out a weapon here, that'd be pretty bad for us. He'd probably take out our Flamewaker. Yeah, without having 2 pirates on board, he's not going to be able to take out the second Flamewaker. Kind of unfortunate for us here in the fact that we only get the extra coin. I think we just have to play it though. Yep, so we can ping that off. It's probably not valid to trade in here, so that would set him up for getting the proc off. If I don't attack here, he gets the proc off unpunished. I think actually the right play here is to just force out a Giant. So let's force out the Giant. Let's send this face. So the Giant will absorb as many of those cannonballs as it possibly can, kind of deflecting those away from the Flamewaker, giving it only a 1/3 chance to hit those. And okay, we see the Battle Rage, so he's a little more desperate. He's searching for answers here. Probably does not have the pirates in hand. Does get the Corsair cash out. Don't believe he'll be able to have enough mana to play that weapon, and he doesn't. So yeah, kind of our forcing out the Mana Giant last turn worked in our favor. So I think we got to start to press him pretty hard. This is not a prototypical way to play this matchup, just so you know, but it's kind of the way you have to. So the Tome of Intellect here is pretty nice. We do get a spell that we cannot play though. So we're 2 spells away from being able to have the quest completion. I'd like to keep my Flamewaker online, so I think as kind of crappy as it is, we have to trade in there. I think I'm going to jam my second Giant as well. So yeah, in this matchup, you basically have to play the tempo. So as soon as you feel him running out of tempo or losing control on the board, just start to force as much as you can. And that's the game plan we're following here. kind of more the traditional game plan. Hopefully we'll get to show in another game here. But it looks quite different. It looks more like saving up your tools as much as you can for a really crazy Flame Waker, and then getting your giants on a final combo turn. But yeah, if you're playing on ladder, you've more than likely seen many of those games. So kind of a different one in store for you. So I believe the correct play here would be to apprentice in, and yep, there we go. So we were able to pull off that win there. Again, very unprototypical Quest Mage game. But let's hop into another one and kind of show off a bit of a different game plan when it's not in a very highly tempo-based matchup. So you'd probably play against Discard Warlock, this Pirate Warrior, any other pirate deck really, Odd Demon Hunter. You might have to play your giants out a little sooner. You might have to adjust your play style a little bit more than you're used to and play some different lines. So let's see what the ladder's offering us up next. If it's anything like my recent stuff, it'll be a warrior. It's not. It's a shaman. So I haven't seen a ton of even shaman on the ladder recently. Probably more like the big shaman. Yeah, if you're interested in the big shaman, did kind of play a video on that not too long ago. I think maybe about a week ago at this point. So we hold on to the Questing Explorer, kind of the #1 card we're looking for back on the mulligan. Get that draw online. Do you see the even shaman? So kind of another tempo-based matchup. So we'll see how it plays out. Do expect him to just hero power here. Okay, coin out, probably an eel. Totem Golem, okay. So the kind of unfortunate part of this is the Explorer gets wrecked if he decides to trade with the Golem. Do have our Cyclones in hand as well as an Evocation, so our tools are looking pretty good in hand. Yeah, he does roll the healing totem too, so really nice for him there. Ray of Frost here is, fairly tempting. I think instead we just try and keep the Totem Golem as low health as possible. We pass and we hope to see another day with our Sorcerer's Apprentice online. So really, we have the main pieces of the combo in here. We're just missing an Evocation, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, and that's it. So we should be able to take off here pretty soon. Get the Adventurer down. Man, I'd like to deal with that evil totem with this Ray of Frost. That's kind of the tough thing about this deck is knowing when to use your Ray of Frost to stop damage to your face, to take out key minions. We do get Eiled here, so gotta see that Apprentice here pretty soon. Kind of hoping to roll into our Book of Specters here right away. Yeah, we get a giant instead. I think we can afford to go one more turn, holding out for this Apprentice, but that's about it. Do want to get as much value as we can out of our Cyclones. I tend to look to get back at least 3 cards, hopefully. Okay, just trades in. That's a weird. That is really weird. That cannot be correct. You want your evil totem to go on as long as you can. Yeah, really would have expected another totem. There's our Apprentice. So, yep, we got all the pieces we need, minus the Evocation. So we got to get the 7/7 frozen, that's for sure. And let's go ahead and freeze up the Totem Golem as well, just in case things don't quite go in our favor. Free up some space in hand to get off a pretty nice Evocation. We want to see, some cheaper spells than this, realistically, but the Explosion is interesting. But I think we really want to Frostbolt that Eel, and then kind of live with the consequences of everything else. We'll get off a Portal. So yeah, we elected there not to kind of refresh with the Cyclones. You know, maybe we'll see that to be a mistake later on, maybe not. So how that would have looked differently if we didn't refresh with the Cyclones, that eel would have still been alive. That Taunt Totem probably still would have been alive. So we definitely could not have kept the same board here. Yeah, I would expect some buff spells coming out here for his totem soon. Kind of an unfortunate turn for us here. I think this is where we have to start pressuring on the board a little bit harder. So let's get out of Mana Giants. Let's ping off the Titanic Lackey. I really should have pinged off the Totem in case he has any Totem buffs. I'm inclined to leave these two up and not trade in. See what he does with the board next turn. We are 4 off. Yeah, 4 off of quest completion. Oh, he does have the Wind Fury, which is just going to be lethal here. Double Wind Fury as well. So yeah, that's kind of the Quest Mage. Saw 2 different kind of tempo matchups. You know, not really where the deck often succeeds. You'll have a ton of success against more control matchups, other combo decks more than likely, and you know, probably struggle a little bit against aggro unless you can get your very early streamlined gameplay online. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the deck here. Still doing a bit of learning on it. Have been thinking about kind of taking that into some streams if you're interested. The stream is kind of down below at the end of the screen, as well as in the description box. Thanks again for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you again next time.